Disclaimer: Fair Use Act. Education purpose use only. All rights, image, and music clips belong to their respective owner, and we do not claim ownership. All right, for everybody tuning in, you know what's going on with the Kenneka Jenkins. But guess what? When I say it's a struggle in the freezer, like Big O said, Candy Star, Straight Drop, Lewis, Chamberlain, Mike Larry, when they say they all got cell phone footage of video, stuff like that. They say they got cell phone. We talking about cell phone footage. Now I can't make this stuff up now. Gotta put the T together. So guess what? Everything what we know now that I'm glad that Mitchell Lisa crashed out and did what she did, all because Joseph King been telling the world, even Straight Drop, even King Rock told you who actually killed her. Now check this out, y'all. I ain't gonna pause the video. I'ma let it run. Cause in my last live video, I'm finna open up a can of worms. I already really did, you know what I'm talking about? That's why they crashing out because the information that I'm putting out there, oh, you got to crash out. You got to do that. So when I tell y'all about this video right here, I just want to play this video again. And when you play this video, guess who she talking about? Bree Bree, the girl with the ponytail. And she gonna be in there with the dude in black hood, right? Then you got Kilo Brown narratives. It is the same story that go back to Amanda Morgan, right? I want everybody to meditate on those two narratives. Those two narratives alone before I play the video. So you can take a glimpse of what's gonna happen here. It's the same story. It's the same story. So when they talking about those dudes, they were actually family members. That's the cold part about it, right? Okay. This what they didn't tell y'all. Miss Teresa is on that cell phone footage when they all said it was a fight in the struggle in the kitchen. This what Candy Star said. They didn't call no name. This what a lot of YouTube said. He was a fight in the kitchen. They was like, damn, where this fight come from? Like, so I got to play this video so y'all can get a clear understanding when Trey Game broke the narrative down. I said Miss Teresa gonna be there at 2 something in the morning talking about surveillance cameras. Man, y'all they told us Kenneka came up missing at 2 something. Won't ain't that strange that Miss Teresa will be in the hotel talking to security, talking about can you check those cameras? But Kenneka supposed to be missing too at 2 something in the morning. Then you got a lawyer saying, yeah, you know the family and the friend were notified, not hours later, but minutes. If I tell y'all that we can solve this case, if the case is solved, if you really want to be honest, it's already solved, but a lot of people don't understand how it's solved. This is how you solve the case right here, right? So when you match Amanda Morgan, when she came with this video right quick, right? I'm finna play the full video. And the purpose of that, cause of the office downstairs. That's your tea. That's your tea right there. Cause all the videos, don't you notice when the YouTube want to describe the fight, they was like, look, it was on the lower level. Oh yeah, it was right there in the kitchen. Oh yeah. Then they showing y'all falsified videos that it's a struggle and it's a fight going on, and it actually really wasn't on that video, but it was a real fight. And it was a real murder. And guess what? Who they was all protected? Commit to reason. So I just want the world to see this that if Miss Teresa would be downstairs at 2 something in the morning, because this is what the court paper said, 2:30, talking to security, they go back to the person that found her in the freezer. He lied and said he was the beverage man, and he actually security and had control of the video, right? Let's get those lights up, gang. Let's get those lights up. I'm finna do better this time. I'm finna do better this time. So what? So basically, what I'm saying, when Amanda Morgan give you this story, guess where the cell phone footage will come from? When Louis Chamberlain was trying to reach out to Mitchell Reese, like Mitchell Reese, you need to see this video. And the whole time, the reason why he said that, cause she on the cell phone video on the murder scene, what Amanda Morgan talking about right here.
Okay, wait till it. No, don't do it yet. I'm finna tell you. Y'all join my live. Come on, hurry up.
You should have put it for your caption.
Alright, hold on.
Guess who will
This
be
shit just
filming the
put
live
tears
video?
in my eyes. Y'all not even paying attention.
Guess who will be filming this same video that she showing the world? Guess who will be the cameraman behind the video? Watch this.
To what's going on with this girl.
Put that in your caption.
On my life, y'all think I'm tweaking. I'm not going crazy and none of that shit. I'm finna show y'all something. Y'all need y'all to share my shit. Share my shit right now. How I'm supposed to write the thing on here?
You supposed to did it before you did it, but just tell them
Look,
your shit.
just share my shit, y'all. Just share my shit.
This shit.
Share my shit right now. I'm finna show y'all something that y'all ain't even pay attention to in this girl video. Share my shit right now.
That shit
they ain't pay attention good
Look,
enough.
Come right here.
Let me show them. Y'all see? Look, I can't even see. It's too bright.
Turn your camera around.
Hold on, y'all.
Gee, that
Share
shit
this. Just stop seeing it. Come on, we finna just look, y'all. No, look, y'all. Y'all finna see this man. Y'all don't
Put
see
your
that.
finger right.
Keep this in mind. This will be the office downstairs on the lower level. Don't worry, don't be off track and looking at this video. This ain't this what we don't supposed to be looking at. We focus right here where her fingers at. Right there. You see, it's a doorway, right? It's a doorway. Guess, look, it's a doorway. This block right here would never go away when this video will show you other video. But if you see this, you'll be like, damn, this what will be going on in the office area downstairs, right? But guess who will be the cameraman? So once you listen to her story, listen carefully. Because when it all boiled down, Chosen King finna wreck the whole case.
My hand already pointing. Y'all don't see that? Do it again. Do it again.
And you finna see that yes behind.
Y'all don't see that man standing behind her right there.
It's
Look,
two
y'all.
people.
Look. It's a dude right there,
Put your
y'all.
finger right here.
It's a dude right there, y'all. Wait, hold on. Hold on. Do it again.
It's finna
right?
go. This another. This the same one.
Look.
You finna see the two
Y'all
people.
finna see these people right here behind her.
Put it on the camera. You watch
That's
it.
you. Y'all don't see them people standing back there. You ain't showing it right, Rap. No, it's too much light on your thing. See, let me do it. Let me do it. Cause you ain't doing it right.
Bitch, that's the motherfucking thing. What you mean?
It's too light. Like it's
That's
the thing.
that's the camera. Your camera, bitch, from your phone.
Let
I
me
was
turn
recording
it
off your
down.
phone.
Damn.
Let me turn mask down.
Yeah, yours up too high.
Oh shit off now. You see two people right there.
Alright, hold on.
Hold on, y'all. Just
Guess why this video scared you? You know what the crazy part about it? I got to play this video. Cause the same video that Amanda Morgan is showing y'all, 54 Key was like, yeah, Candy Star. I found the fight in the kitchen. Shout out to Straight Drop. Cause he got the beverage manager choking her in the kitchen. Remember that? All that's finna go together, right? All that's finna go together. Thumb me up if you finna pile this shit like peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Like, yeah, let me get that. Add that on there, right? And guess what you finna get when you taste the flavor? Guess who the cameraman will be when they talking about a video on a cell phone, not the surveillance footage, but on the cell phone. And guess where that video come from? You wanna know where the video come from? Watch this.
I'ma just say this, and then I'm done. This case, man, we fighting an uphill battle in this case. A battle that we can't even really win. They blocked my other page. They blocked my other page because they said that I had copyright stuff and everything in it, but I didn't have no copyright stuff in it. It was the Kenneka was sleeping with her cousins, and they said that they removed it either for copyright or they said too many people complained about it. Now y'all gotta hear me on this, man. Hear me out, cause I'm done. I'm about to be done. I'm gonna speak my case, and I'm gonna also run down everything that I've typed up right quick, man. I've typed up really my synopsis on this case, man. But the way it's going, you know, you got YouTubers out here, bro. They will flag your video. They will tell their subscribers to flag your video, and then they will put up a similar video that you put up. It's too much competition. I didn't come in it for competition. Yeah, I didn't have no audio on that video. But if y'all can share this link right here, because I think this is the last time I'm gonna be touching down on it, man. It's a headache. You know, they flag your videos for the smallest thing. Okay, I don't play music in my videos, but they flagged the Kenneka slept with her a stepbrother, and you know maybe somebody was one of my people on the panel may have um played the song in the background. I don't know if that what it was about, but then they said that a lot of people flagged the video or whatever. But the same people flagging my video or getting people to flag it, they out there putting the same videos up. They'll get people to flag my videos and go behind me and make the same video. But I noticed it's my second channel. I don't have as many subs as the other channel. The other channel got about 6,000. I'm gonna tell y'all this right here, right? I'm about to give y'all the truth. And I know it's gonna cause this page to go down. But listen to me. I know not 100% of everything I've said may have been 100% fact, because nothing is 100% fact. Everybody got their flaws. So I may have presented something that was a little off here or something over here that was off, but I'm telling you, I have given y'all straight truth. Now I'm about to read off to y'all something right quick. Alright? This is the truth. Okay? This is the truth. And I don't care what they say. I don't care what they say. I don't care how much I don't care. This is it. Listen. Kenneka Jenkins was a young girl who lost her father some years ago. Also, she lost her brothers to the prison system after a crime he had committed.
And keep this in mind, that's why he started it off like that, because Miss Teresa had something to do with Kenneka's daddy's death. And her brother. She got two brothers, Kenneka daddy, and she got another brother that was in the dope game and was getting some real major money. He the big guy. And he got murked, and all of them got murked in the same way. And then look, that's why Kenneka is not Miss Teresa's biological daughter, because that's her brother kids. And that's why she sacrificed her when she turned over the age of 18, because she was entitled to some money. Her and her brother. Hold up. That's why I paused the video and said, that's why he started out right there. Then Miss Teresa crashed out about that just recently. Hold up. That's why they put Miss Teresa on blast right now, because that's where you finna spill the tea. If you want to know what happened to Kenneka, man, you finna start off with Miss Teresa's brother now. All right. That's why Amanda Morgan got this video. That's why I'm keep playing the Amanda Morgan video. Cause watch when Chosen King told, he said, look, y'all, I'm finna tell y'all the truth. And I don't care what they say. And everything what that man finna tell you in this video was in 2018 when he was trying to tell the world, like, man, look, this what actually happened to Kenneka Jenkins. And once he exposed it, watch how Trey Gang finna kill the game with the receipts on the video. That's all. Watch this, y'all.
The prominent male figures in her life were now gone, and then she left Atlanta, where she stayed with her cousin and moved to Chicago. He moved with
That go back to why she went to Chicago and moved with her cousin. The one that looked just like Kenneka, that played her on the footage, the reenactment. Her. This girl. Hold on, this girl. right here. That's why Atlanta coming up. Cause she played Kenneka on the footage, bro. So look, when Kenneka daddy died, that's why she moved to Atlanta with her cousin, cause Miss Teresa didn't have a legal guardian over her then. You see what I'm saying? But when Miss Teresa got legal guardian of her, that's how she ended up back in Chicago. She was the legal guardian. She is not the biological mother. She had her brother killed. Cause when it all boiled down, Kenneka family came from GDs. From GDs. Why Miss Teresa dating a Vice Lord? I'ma stop it right there. Cause it's finna make sense when Chosen King tell you straight up like this here.
Teresa Martin and Lenora Harris. It has been proven that neither Lenora Harris or Kenneka are blood daughters of Teresa Martin. We have reason to believe that while Kenneka's prominent male figures in her life, that if the prominent male figures in her life were still around, then she would be safe. The killers apparently waited until they were out of the picture to strike. To them, it was the perfect moment. I wouldn't be surprised if the lockup of Kenneka's brother was premeditated to get him out of the picture, because he was probably the only one who would have rolled hard for Kenneka and exposed the plot placed on his sister's life. Now, to me, the two killers are actually Teresa and Lenora, and I believe the stepdad watched it go down in an admirational type fashion. Let's start with Teresa. Let's start with the motives. What could the motives be that Teresa would want to take out her daughter? Motive 1, financial gain. She stated on the 6th, the night we believe the heinous crime took place, she stated that when she get rich, she gonna look out for her people. Now, unless she had a lot of scratch-off tickets in her house or a psychic ran some lottery numbers by her to play, we all know this was very unlikely unless something was happening later that night that would bring her a substantial amount of cash. Sounds like she was celebrating too early to me. After death, Teresa informed the public more about her GoFundMe pages than she did Kenneka's phone records, more than she did who brought her car back to her, more than who was the lady who walked her to the floor in the hotel. It seems like when it comes to the money, she is very adamant about it. But when it comes to true justice, we can't seem to get anything from her but an occasional "Hey live" or "These people have an agenda." I mean, we did see her at the protest with shopping bags. Not saying she isn't entitled to shop, but I would think before she buys lingerie to appeal to James, she would at least get 50% of her so-called daughter's justice. And let me not even start on the $30,000 that was dropped into her account by someone who has family ties with the Murray brothers. But let's go to motive 2. Motive 2, jealousy and hate. I don't believe Kenneka and Teresa were that close, even though they want you to think that with the few minor videos of her doing a split on a pecker and her in the room with her. And she also stayed in the room, "My child never comes in my room, y'all," which I believe to be true. 1 second. To be honest, I believe they never really communicated. If they did, it was very minimal. After reviewing tapes and such, I feel that Kenneka was a bit standoffish from both Lenora and Teresa. And as much as people try to discredit, we will not retract or take back the things we have found over here. And one was the incest and sexual abuse that Kenneka underwent while in Teresa's custody. We believe the mom was tired of the family embarrassment, and also we believe she would go to great lengths to protect and please her boyfriend. She dressed and carried herself like a woman in competition with Kenneka rather than a mother who had guardianship and was setting good examples for her. Motive 3, to appeal to the higher ups. Even though we don't technically live in a slavery type society right now, we still have people of color who will go the extra mile to appease a higher stature position sector of whites. I think that they made a deal with, i.e., the organ guys, the hotel heads, and anyone else up the ladder who needed their butts kissed at the time. Fact. Teresa stated she had a ticket in the car for the 6th, but also stated that in the same breath that no one drives her car who isn't on her insurance. And Kenneka was the only one on her insurance. You sure she didn't mean life insurance? Anyway, so if she didn't go on the 6th, then who did? We believe Kenneka went on the 6th. That ticket, along with her phone, were believed to already have been in Teresa's possessions the day of the 911 call. Teresa has yet to tell us exactly who brung the car. She only states her friends. Well, this is a valuable piece of information that is being withheld. Kenneka's phone is also a valuable piece that is being withheld. She only decides to call the police 3 hours and 30 minutes after finding out that her child is missing. As soon as you got the news, your blood should have been racing along with your mind. But it took you the length of almost 2 NBA basketball games to pick up the phone and call 911. The monotone voice that she had on the 911 call was the voice of somebody reading a script. The police on the phone said, your daughter may be upstairs in the room drunk. Just give it a while. Teresa says nothing about this line. If she would have said, no, she isn't up there, sir. We just went and checked. That would have thrown a little bit more credibility in her performance. Fact. Teresa had a thumb fracture brace on her hand, a thumb fracture brace, accompanied by a semi-swollen eye at the first interview on the steps of her house. People have found sightings and pictures where she has this brace months ago. You see it on at one frame of time, then it's off, as if it is healed. Then we magically see it return around the time of her daughter's death, also with a puffy eye to match. I believe that Kenneka left us those clues behind to let us know she fought before she died. I.e., Lenora's interview outside the hotel, she stated, when I saw my sister's hair, it was all over her head, looked like she had been fighting. This is the first and only time we really hear of Kenneka fighting is from the sister's mouth. Why couldn't her hair look like she had been drowned? Or frozen and unthawed, which they told us? Or just wild from walking hours of walking drunk and running in the stairwells? Why fighting? She said fighting because there was fighting. I believe Kenneka actually attended a party on the previous date of the 6th, actually enjoyed herself, left the party, and then ran into the hands of the killers. Why do I believe she left? From the mouth of those who actually know the truth. One is Lenora. She said in the interview, I asked her friends how was her hair when she left the hotel. They said flat iron straight. And also Zach TV. He stated she never died in the hotel. Also Zach slipped up and said hospital, mistakenly throwing us a clue. We must remember that Zach has sat down and he has talked with the real Irene and a few guys. He has gotten the real story. The reason he isn't putting anything out is because he is actually scared. Now, if he does have footage of an interview, I doubt the truth is on the footage. The truth was told to him behind the scenes. Just on some hood ninja connection stuff going on, you know. I believe when Kenneka got home, she ran into an awaiting Lenora, James, and Teresa, the 3 bandits. I believe through discernment and research that Lenora was choking her. She was frantically stating,
Now, if y'all listening, check this out. This the same video that they showing. This the crazy part about it, right? This the same video that they showing. Don't worry about the route, showing her the route. Focus on the block, cause it's right there down the officer camera that's above the freezer, right? It's all finna make so much sense, bro. And you finna be like, damn, this case was that simple, and I fell for that booby trap. Like, man, I feel bad. I need to be careful now. Look, so this video, what I'm telling y'all, this the same video they'll be on Kenneka's phone. And won't it make sense when Miss Teresa be on the rant, be like, what my baby phone? Give me Kenneka phone back. And guess what's on that junk, right? And guess what he told everybody years ago about Kenneka phone and what video that he would show.
She frantically stated or started kicking, probably knocking things over, and that is when I think Teresa tried to grab her legs. When someone's being choked, they go into a different mode of rage and strength because death is near. Now I told you guys, and I showed you all the footage, what the real Kenneka wore on the party on the 6th. Jean shorts, not pants, jean top, and gray shoes.
She had on a jean short outfit, right? And that's the same one on the obituary. Think about why Mr. Teresa chose that picture. Like, that's on Kenneka obituary, those jean shorts. On her obituary, look what she dressed like. That means on her obituary, that's how she would dress like at the hotel. That's why I live in North. Like, my sister went up her, you know what I'm saying? You can't identify her character. But if you keep listening, it's on the obituary. Cause I always question it, and I'm like, why Mr. Richard would choose that picture? Like, you could have choose like any other, you know what I'm saying? So look, watch this though. Just listen to that video that Amanda Morgan got. Everybody got the same video because they was in the group chat. And that's how they would communicate through the group chat. Just imagine that how everybody in the chat. Just all imagine we at Crown Plaza at the hotel right now, and we all in the same Facebook group in room 926 and see what's going on downstairs. Man, you don't think people screen recording? Cause they the kings when it come to screenshot. This just show you proof that, like, damn, I ain't no screenshot with that kind of series. Like, they done put me on. Like, man, you better be screenshot gang around this joint. Cause everything what he finna say, this is what will be on Kenneka phone. In front of the office, downstairs on the lower level. That's all. And here goes your proof right here. Cause guess what? Chosen King tried to tell the world.
She had on shorts, that's how she get the cuts on her lower legs, as the autopsy stated. Now, there was truth in the autopsy mixed with a whole lot of lies, but they put a just on some hood ninja connection stuff going on, I believe when Kenneka got home, she ran into an awaiting Lenora, James, and Teresa, the 3 bandits. I believe through discernment and research that Lenora was choking her. She frantically stated or started kicking, probably knocking things over, and that is when I think Teresa tried to grab her legs. When someone's being choked, they go into a different mode of rage and strength because death is near. Now I told you guys, and I showed you all the footage, what the real Kenneka wore on the party on the 6th. Jean shorts, not pants, jean top, and gray shoes. She had on shorts, that's how she get the cuts on her lower legs, as the autopsy stated. Now, there was truth in the autopsy mixed with a whole lot of lies, but they put a little bit of truth in there, as a game. They're playing a game, y'all. Teresa's nails scratched her while she was trying to secure her legs. I believe a leg also got loose, and she kicked her in the eye. And during the tussle, one of the shoes came off. And I think she also refractured that thumb of hers while she was trying to grab her leg. And we talking about frantic legs being thrown because she's got somebody literally trying to choke her to death. Shoe came off. And if you don't believe a single shoe can come off during the fight, all you got to do is go back and watch Monifa's recent street fight. One of her shoes was off within seconds of her swinging. So it is very possible. This whole time, I think James is recording this. And I think he's actually filming it with Kenneka's phone. When he notices that Teresa can't contain her legs, they switch. He holds the legs and she takes over the recording part. So when you make deals with the elites, you must also have the proof of the sacrifice. That way they are covered and they don't get screwed on the back end. And they would also have incriminating evidence on you just in case you decide to go back out and expose them, say years from now. They have.
That's what exactly Mitch Teresa doing now. That's crazy, bro. That's why she on the rant about Kenneka phone. Cause guess what? You think the police gonna give Kenneka phone back to Mitch Teresa? And the man and Mitch Teresa was like, yeah, I guess they don't take DNA no more. And she made a post like, I taught my baby how to fight, bite, after by me getting all of that old stuff. And I'm like, damn, why would she say something like that though? Like, and it makes sense that if you was the one that she was biting and scratching and fighting and that's your DNA, then James Coleman had to film the phone. That makes sense. That's why Straight Drop, 54 Keys, Candy Star, Fat Check TV, I Have Questions YouTube channel. All of them folk know what will happen. So the video that Amanda Morgan really showing you is the video that Mitch Reese, Leonora, James Coleman, Irene, Monifa, Bree Bree is all in the kitchen on the lower level in front of the beverage manager office. And it's a murder video. That's why Mitch Reese said, hey, show that video. Cause if you look at it the way Mitch Reese, they're like, nah, we ain't finna, you know what's on that video. Why we, you know what I'm saying? Why we need to give you a copy of this video? Right? Listen to what he said.
The phone. Teresa no longer has her phone. They have it with the footage of her death inside of it. I think that is when the ambulance was called and she was rushed to the hospital. And not just any ambulance, an ambulance that was already in queue on standby position by the higher-ups, with the three amigos trailing the ambulance in a vehicle. She also stated that on the night she had just had an emergency operation at the hospital. We fail to believe she had a re-operation of something that her and Lenora stated on Facebook in August that she was cured from. This was just an alibi, just
So check this out. What I came to a conclusion. So if they set that girl up on the 6th, but when they set her up and tried to murder her, they say like, if you shot me right on the 6th, but I'm still alive on September 9th, and I actually lost my life on September 9th. You get what I'm saying? That's where the hospital finna come in at. Just imagine that, like, damn, man, Trey Gang still alive. Like, damn, what the fuck? We thought we killed him. Like, no, he's still alive. You know what I'm saying? Then you gotta have medical attention. That's why Mitchell Reese was like, she was found at the hospital. Oh, you know what I'm talking about? And that's where the night finna come in of the reenactment. Because if you find out that a murder happened on the 6th, but she actually died on the 9th, ooh, and you watch that footage again, you finna be jaw-dropped like a mug. Be like, that's why they said it's a reenactment. So look, that's why they had, look, that's why Mitchell Reese will have a black eye, Irene will have a black eye, Bree Bree, clothes, this shovel, ponytail in the way. That means she done fought her own people out, and they had hell with her. They couldn't even contain that girl, bruh. Now, sure, these peaches and apples. That's why they had to look. Watch this. Check this out. Watch this.
In case, anybody brought up the fact that they saw the family at the hospital the early morning of the 7th. In the rush, they forgot her shoe because she had.
Don't that would make sense? Look, check this out. Let me rewind it. Won't that would make sense if something happened to her on the 6th and she was still alive to the 7th, 8th, and actually died on the 9th? It would explain why you would have surveillance footage. They need to book room 926 on the 7th, on the 7th, on the 7th, and give you that footage. So that means you ain't finna see look, this video right here. Maybe that was on the 6th, right after Irene's birthday party. And that's why they were like, yeah, can y'all give me that footage? Nope. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. So look, let me play this video again.
Something you must also have the proof of the sacrifice. That way they are covered and they don't get screwed on the back end. And they would also have incriminating evidence on you just in case you decide to go back out and expose them, say years from now. They have the phone. Teresa no longer has her phone. They have it with the footage of her death inside of it. I think that is when the ambulance was called and she was rushed to the hospital. And not just any ambulance, an ambulance that was already in queue on standby position by the higher-ups, with the three amigos trailing the ambulance in a vehicle. She also stated that on the night she had just had an emergency operation at the hospital. We fail to believe she had a re-operation of something that her and Lenora stated on Facebook in August that she was cured from. This was just an alibi, just in case, anybody brought up the fact that they saw the family at the hospital the early morning of the 7th. In the rush, they forgot her shoe because she had to get to the hospital in order to, in urgency, to perform the emergency operation, organ, melanin, bone marrow removal, etc. That's the emergency operation that was going on. Not for somebody who was already cured, y'all. I think they may have tried to return the shoe to her body, but were told that they were not to have any more contact with the body at all. It was signed over and was no longer in their possession. And having them being seen with the body again would have been too suspicious. So
that makes so much sense to me now. When you think about Mitchell Reach radio call, man, bro, look.
The body was afterward taken to the hotel for alibi use also, because the last place she was known to be was at a party, to play the part in a mysterious murder type coonery or reenactment that would go down on the night. What if I told y'all have been protesting right next to the killer? What if I told y'all that whoever donated just put nearly $300,000 in the pocket of a killer? So we out here rewarding killers now? The same way the public rewarded and paid George Zimmerman after killing Trayvon. They gave him about $400,000.
They go back to the Martin family. And I told y'all, I said, man, look, Tracy Martin is related to the Martin family. That's what nobody don't know. That's why he bringing that shit up, bro.
And GoFundMe money after killing Trayvon. Lenora and Teresa looked at the body as if they had already seen it in that position days ago. There was no shock factor whatsoever. How do you glance at someone you love, just glance, and act as if you're scared to get close, like they got the cooties or something? In my videos, I gave you all the evidence of lies, the butcher, the donor, people, video editor, the suspicious behaviors, the reenactment night, the family incest. I also exposed the lookalikes. They only give us pieces to work with, but if you look inside the pieces, you can find the truth. Last point, who changes relationship status before burying their daughter? I have yet to hear the mother say she loved Kenneka. I have yet to see her shed a single tear. I can't see how the nation has cried more than the actual mom. She can scream, "I'ma take all y'all bowling on me," but doesn't have the decency to show us what was on Kenneka's phone. Wow. Kenneka, rest in peace. This is what happened to you unless otherwise proven.
And make it so bad, the man said she was left at the party. The man said, you got Mitchell Reese on video after the murder and said this same video right here. After this murder video, you get this.
Thank y'all for y'all prayers. I just want y'all to know my baby dead. Thank y'all. I thank y'all for y'all prayers, but my fucking baby is dead. And guess what? Fuck God. It's okay. It's okay. And for the record, no, didn't nobody do nothing to her, y'all. Didn't nobody do nothing to her. Ain't nobody do nothing to her. She was left at the party.
She was left at the party, and nobody do nothing to her. Do this sound like when Chosen King said Mitchell Reese would be on the video murdering? That's why if you look at this video, she wants y'all to believe this video was on September 10th at 1 something. That's crazy. And that's when Kenneka would be getting murdered or just died at a hospital. Cause check this out. Man, I can go back to that footage, bro. And I can say, hey, I believe Kenneka was set up on the 6th, but she didn't die on the 6th. She probably died a couple of days later on the 9th. And that's why Mitchell Reese had to stage and be like, I was at the hospital, y'all. I'm getting breast surgery. Cause once you go back to the 911 dispatch, you'll be like, damn, that's what the ambulance, that's who the ambulance was for. I'm thinking this from Crown Plaza going to the hospital. Maybe it was coming from the hospital to bring her back to the hotel. Now I know that sounds kind of strange because we ain't used to hearing stuff like that. All I'm saying, what this sound like, everything what Chosen King said, what he just said.
Thank y'all for y'all prayers. I just want y'all to know my baby dead. Thank y'all. I thank y'all for y'all prayers.
So that means she had to die round 1 some, like Little Meek said. So the way they had us thinking that Kenneka was assaulted on September 9th, round 1 some, but it actually happened on the 6th, but she actually died on the 9th, if that makes sense. And that's why she's sitting up here saying she died in the hospital and was left at the party. I'm seeing it, y'all. Look, I'm seeing it. All of this makes sense now to me.
Thank y'all for y'all prayers. I just want y'all to know my baby dead. Thank y'all. I thank y'all for y'all prayers, but my fucking baby is dead. And guess what? Fuck God. It's okay. It's okay. And for the record, no, didn't nobody do nothing to her, y'all. Didn't nobody do nothing to her. Ain't nobody do nothing to her. She was left at the party. But then nobody set up or nothing. She was found at this hotel right here in a freezer.
Man, them folk even sound like the killers. Man, them folk even sound like the killers. If you can check this out, if you go to the footage on September the 10th and see her when she ran out that jump, the first thing you're gonna be like when you flipped your camera around, what was Leonora and the rest of your family members? It's just you two out there in front of that jump. Talking about nobody didn't do nothing to her. Ain't nobody set her up. All because she got a murder video that's on Kenneka phone and they said you started off filming it and you had to get in it. And James Coleman had to film the phone. And Chosen told the world years ago, that's why you don't have Kenneka phone, Mr. Teresa, because it's a murder video on it. What they look like giving you back that phone so you could show the world this? So when they come to the surveillance footage, you will never see what will actually happen to her on the 6th, round one something in the morning. So when you get the surveillance footage, they started it off on the 8th, round 8 something in the morning. And that's a cold way to play the public because everything happened on the 6th, but she actually died on the 9th. So that's why you had to do a reenactment around one something and have everybody to go downstairs to the security guard. You know what I'm talking about? Man, get those likes up, man. We supposed to be at 200 likes right now. We can't get 200 likes. How quick can we get to 200 likes? Off this because I'm doing the best I can now. Why did these people sound like the killers? Just like what Chosen King said.
Thank y'all for y'all prayers. I just want y'all to know my baby dead. Thank y'all. I thank y'all for y'all prayers, but my fucking baby is dead. And guess what? Fuck God. It's okay. It's okay. And for the record, no, didn't nobody do nothing to her, y'all. Didn't nobody do nothing to her. Ain't nobody do nothing to her. She was left at the party, but didn't nobody set up or nothing. She was found at this hotel right here in a freezer.
I just wanted to pause. She was about to say she was found in a hospital.
That's why the hospital kept slipping out they goddamn mouth. So what they try to do is make it like, oh, she actually did die on the night, but the setup happened, you know what I'm saying, on the goddamn 6th. Really the fifth going on the 6th. Because once you go to meet Teresa, look. Hold up. If you go to this, oh, bro, I thought I watch later, watch later, watch later. That'll be on my watch. No, I know. Yeah. Now I gotta go to Kenneka Jenkins job. I know where I need to go to. Right, my playlist. I gotta go to her and show y'all this right here. Boo y'all! And this on the 6th.
Here we go. It's
Keep this in mind. And this on the 6th. And guess what time it is? That means when this video was made, her daughter would be at a hospital and her sister don't know this. Cause guess when her sister birthday? Y'all know her sister birthday actually on September the 9th. Actually on September the 9th. Go to her page. Everybody gonna show you like, yeah, her birthday on September the 9th. So look at it like this here. If you got Irene's birthday that's on the 5th and they make it to the hotel around 8 something on the 5th and it's going over on the 6th and Kenneka got murdered round, I ain't gonna say murder. I'm gonna say violated, right? And whatever happened to her from the 6th and on the 7th and on the 8th, she had to die on the 9th. So that means her body won't be in no freezer then. How the way we were thinking. Hold up. This what this lady said on the 6th.
My birthday, me and my twin.
Mwah, mwah. Hey, lad.
Hey, lad.
It's my baby sister birthday, and we out here. Yes.
Going strong, going strong.
Yes. How y'all doing today? Hey, lad.
So, I'm 30, what? 8. I'm 38 years old.
Uh-huh.
I hope I be looking like this one. I'm in my... This is my biggest, greatest inspiration. Man, y'all know she hold me from everywhere. Man, and
I won't even be surprised. That's probably why Miss Teresa going live, because she know what was going on with her daughter. So this could be a video staging the alibi. And she don't want her sister to find out. Look. I'm finna put y'all on some game, bro. Check this out.
Collins everywhere. I wore her freaky tee, jewelry, drove her Lexus.
Get all out here.
All that. This chick got me and always had me, and she made me to be me.
Let me tell y'all something live. Be true to yourself. Ain't nobody perfect. You ain't perfect. You ain't gonna never be perfect. If you think you perfect, then guess what? You got another thing coming. The race is not given to the swift nor the strong, but the one that can endure to the end is the winner, baby. Live life. Don't let life live you. Enjoy.
Man, this shit sounds so demonic now, bro. No wonder why she using the old death quote. The old Eastern Stars quote. I told y'all she was the devil, bro. Look at her. This her attitude when she know what's going on with her daughter. That's why she the only one with her daughter on her birthday. I mean, with her sister on her birthday. Where everybody else at? Crown Plaza Hotel. I wouldn't even be surprised, goddamn it, man. Look, it's her birthday. Her birthday. Look.
My twin.
What? I keep on telling y'all, and I'm sorry for coming for constantly,
Don't be sorry.
telling y'all.
What?
But I'm just saying, though, sister. I'm just saying, God gave me a second chance at
He gave
life.
all of us.
The devil.
Yes. So
Hey,
you can't
Billy,
do
I know your
nothing
birthday
but-
coming up.
So when you said God gave you a second chance, you like the reason why I think you said that because you like, damn, we got away with murder. I thought it was over with. Devil gave me a second chance to get out here to scream Kenneka Jenkins name. That's what I'm getting about the deal. I'm from the hood, and I ain't no square. Mason stand on that square. I don't. I don't stand on squares. I don't even stand on no goddamn circle neither. And I stand 10 toes down. See this?
The fuck? You can't do
I
no
love y'all. I miss all y'all.
Y'all hear the birthday
I'm
girl?
on and poppin'. Bridget, I know you finna be in Louisiana. Happy birthday, twin. I love everybody.
Guess what? It might not be going just like how y'all want it right now, but it's going right on time. So keep living life and live life. Enjoy it to the fullest.
Happy birthday, feel good. Belated birthday. Sheikah. Gerard birthday coming on the 13th.
Virgos.
Virgo love.
Yes, y'all Virgo love. Ooh, the Virgo. Ooh, the fuck.
We live, baby.
We live. This the birthday girl.
38 going strong.
Yes.
And loving it every day.
Yes, indeed. You better.
This is my fave.
Yes, this is my fave, baby.
Miss y'all. Love y'all. Holla.
Peace. Love y'all. Enjoy yourself.
And be safe. Hey. We in Chirac.
Life is too short.
Hey.
If one shit don't go right, guess what? You got a second chance at life.
Definitely.
Keep going. Don't let that one shit that didn't go right. Pray and know that God got y'all. Keep on living. I'm sorry, that's my message to the world. Keep on living.
We got
and
you.
enjoying life.
Keep it raw.
Keep it. What?
Keep it raw.
What you say, Kirk?
Keep it raw.
Yeah.
Very nice and Hey, so who missed me? Send me to Disney on Ice. Y'all know I play too much. I love y'all. We live.
Peace. Peace, y'all. Enjoy your life. Fuck what ain't going right by y'all. Fuck what ain't going like how y'all think life should go. Fuck it. Live it. Guess what? Because it might not be going right today, but tomorrow it's going to be going perfectly fine.
Yep.
So enjoy yourself.
Yeah.
Live life. Don't let life live you. God don't make mistakes. Mistakes just don't happen. Everything happens.
Janae,
happen right on time.
I promise.
Janae, I love you.
You better see it.
When I get rich, you gonna see how much I love you, okay?
What?
The fuck? I'm just saying.
She don't got no... Look.
I'm just saying.
It don't take much for us. Love you, Ray. Hey, love y'all. All y'all.
Thank y'all for watching our live.
Family, Douglas, Sawyer, everybody.
Peace.
Live life. Don't let life live you. You may think that ain't going right for you, but it's going perfect. Because as long as you live, you got an opportunity and a chance to make a change. She finna go get some seafood. I'm finna go in the house and go to sleep.
Bridget,
what?
I'm being New Orleans too.
Happy birthday, Bridget. Enjoy, sister.
Love ya. From the mama.
Yes, indeed. You better say it. You better pop it.
Trisha.
Throw that. Trish, I love you, baby.
You and all y'all in our prayers. Love y'all, for real, for real. For real. Bam. Fuck. We family. We all we got.
The battle is not given to the script of the strong, but the one that can endure to the end. Trust and believe. that God got you through the midst of it all. Trust and believe. Do not give up. Keep that faith and know that God got you through the midst. He got us through the midst of it all.
I miss all my family. I miss y'all. Here we go. Happy birthday to us. Happy birthday to us. Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Come on, y'all. Say hi to
Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Woo, the way. They think we crazy out here. Woo. Okay. Still celebrating. Peace out.
Peace out. Let the birthday girl go enjoy herself. Peace out, y'all.
Deuce.
Now here go Lamont. Check this out. Once you find out, man, let me just stick to the T. Since Mitch and Teresa talking about this will be going on September the 6th.
Right there. What a bitch.
Look at this. You gonna see his shadow.
You see, watch that. You
in
see,
the
look,
back
it
of
just
her.
take the thing went on.
Yeah.
That means somebody's showing her where to go. They was like, no, this way, Nika.
So I can show them what.
So basically, if this would happen on the 6th, just imagine this was in the kitchen on the 6th and it happened to that girl and they rushed her to the hospital, but she was still alive. That's probably what their biggest problem. And the girl was still alive and put up a fight. Because if you go back, I just need to play the 911 dispatch call. It all gonna make sense. I just want everybody to look at it from this perspective. All right. This will be on the 6th. And something happened to that girl in front of the manager's office, and Miss Teresa recording it, and she had to get in the vein, and she fight off her own child. Since they covered it up, that's why she was like, they ain't take no DNA. I taught my baby how to fight, scratch and bite, and they the only ones that were telling everybody like, it looked like she been in the fight and on her had soap and water on it. Now we ain't see no soap in the freezer. There's one thing, we ain't see no signs of soap. You know what I'm saying? So when she actually see the body, meaning that she had to be cleaning the body right about that time with some soap, right? So that explains why when you see on the footage of people in the kitchen cleaning and all of that, crime was already being committed. It already been committed. That's why you have workers in the kitchen with no uniforms on, cleaning the crime scene. Won't that would make sense? So it's like when you watch the footage again, be like, damn, that's the reenactment. Look,
Look, that nigga finna hop out, y'all.
That's when they have to. That's when they have to.
Wow, y'all see him? Y'all ain't even pay attention to that. Share my shit. Share my shit.
Bitch, look at his ass right there.
It's right.
Right there. And they got the niggas right there. They got the other motherfucker. The detective thing going off. And then you know
So y'all don't see them boys standing behind her?
Look.
so what if Trey ain't tell y'all this? Everything with this lady finna ask, she finna ask what will be going on at 2 something in the morning when you arrive at the hotel. That explain why Mr. Recently will be at their hotel because they brought the body back there. Man, and once you figure that part out, I just want y'all to listen to this interview. Now you see all of this was staged.
Stories. First, that day that she came, she came up missing, they stated that they left her in the front lobby, which is on my 911 call.
Okay.
Because that's what they told me. Then later on that day in the afternoon, headed towards the evening, they stated to me they left her upstairs by the room door.
So that sounds like when she was in the hospital and all of this stuff, when they brought her back to the hotel and all of this, what this sound like? If you know that your daughter was harmed on the 6th but survived a couple of days later, and now she actually died on the night. On the night. And that's why you will be at the hotel talking about what?
So they changed where they saw her last.
Yes.
But isn't there a point, if I recall correctly, when they released the videotapes, there was a point where she got out the elevator, but somebody was in the elevator? Am I recalling that wrong?
Those were, I think, the allegations of people saying that they were in the elevator. Because there's been so many conspiracy theories when it comes to what happened with your daughter, Kenneka.
So we didn't see anybody in the elevator with her?
No, not in the videos, not that I saw. Did you guys see it?
And that's why you had her people to play Kenneka on the footage to cover that up.
Anything different? No, we didn't see anything with that. No.
Okay.
But again, so many conspiracy theories were being thrown out there.
Right.
So now, okay, so you're at the hotel, you find her. So when do they actually, from when you get to the hotel, when does the hotel finally find your daughter in the freezer?
Well, once I arrive.
That explains why nobody come find her, because she wasn't there. And they brought her back. And once they brought her back, that's when ooh, man. I hope I ain't the only one feeling this bad right now, right? Because it's getting more satanic and more deeper than what we thought it was. Like, look.
They finally found her after the third time of us coming in, me and my family coming up to the hotel begging for help from the hotel, pleading with them, and also Rosemont Police Department.
So it was like hours. Like, was it like 36 hours?
Yes, it was like 36 hours.
I have a question about why, if somebody says that.
Since it was 36 hours, when it goes from the 6th to the 9th, ain't that 36 hours? So that means 36 hours already passed of what footage that we need to see from the 6th going on the 9th. But guess what they gave us? The 8th footage going on the 9th and reenacted what happened on the 6th. So the whole time when we see everybody going in the kitchen, I thought it was a murder was going down, but it was actually everybody was going down there to discuss the surveillance footage. And once they discussed the surveillance footage, Mr. Teresa had a falling out with like, no. You think I'm lying? Watch this.
The daughter's missing in a hotel. Why wouldn't they be willing to help? Did they give you a reason as to we're not concerned, she'll just show up, she's probably okay, and they just blew it off? Did they have a reason for why they're not willing to help at that point?
Well, they stated to me that, basically it wasn't their concern, the hotel, Crown Plaza, and manager at the time. That's a police matter.
Oh, it's a police matter.
Mm-hmm.
And the police probably say a person has to be missing for 48 hours in order for you to file an official report.
24.
24 hours. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
It's more than 2 hours.
Yes.
Okay.
So when did they finally go look through the tapes to realize, okay, she really was at this hotel? So I guess I'm trying to figure out, how did they discover her in the freezer?
Okay, when my daughter went up there,
Your other daughter?
Yes, my other daughter, Lenore.
Okay.
When she went up to the hotel, when I came, after me returning back home, she headed out the door as I was coming in.
That's why the missing person report came about. If everything happened on the 6th and she actually died, there'll be a perfect time to be talking about a missing person report, surveillance footage, and she want to know what they were going to show the public. That's all. And they confiscated Kenneka's phone. And that's what she did wrong is gave them the phone. When she gave them the phone, just imagine when the devil tell you, give me your phone, give me Kenneka's phone, and they got the phone because they know you filmed it on the phone, and you ain't even got the phone, all the surveillance footage, you ain't even got nothing to show, lady. Man, you could tell the world what happened to Kenneka, and you could tell the truth, and people still won't even believe you because you ain't got nothing to bag it up. Yeah, you can't show on the phone. You ain't got no surveillance footage because the footage they gave you, we all got it. You just don't have the 6th video. On the 6th, where they said this will be going on.
So y'all mean to tell me y'all watched this video all this time and y'all ain't see that nigga following her?
Y'all don't see two.
Y'all don't see them 2 niggas behind. Watch he finna grab his friend, y'all.
That's a girl.
Watch he finna grab.
The girl is the one.
And then Larry Rogers said it was employees in the kitchen at the time. So if you got a murder video on the phone when employees said, hey, the lawyer, it was employee, they were cooking food. We didn't see none of that on the footage. Did anybody see anybody preparing food around about 1:30? Nope. So when they said what they were seeing on the footage, they were probably watching the footage on September the 6th at 1 something in the morning. And this was showed.
Who hopped out?
That's crazy.
The girl, that's the nigga right there, G. The girl is the one who hopped out. You see her shadow, G, like somebody.
And then you get this on the 9th. Watch this. Then you will get this on the 9th at 1 something in the morning.
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it.
Then you will get this. Show this at 1 something. So that's what Mitchell Reese agreed to. Look, show this at 1 something. Her coming in. Boom, boom, boom. Showing the cut. Now I might give them this probably what they did on September 9th, round 1 something. So if that's the case, then look. So if that's the case, then you can go back to the whole surveillance footage. Guess what they would be really doing on the night? And I'm finna blow your mind. Watch this, y'all. Watch this. This is so crazy. Guess what they will be actually doing on September the 9th? I might well go to this person. Hold on, where's done that? Right here. Look. So that explain this. So that means, oh, so that means Kenneka would actually die and they would bring her to the hotel and that's how they got her in the freezer. And that's why they need everybody to fit the narrative. Like, y'all come on down here. Because at that time, I'm thinking like, man, Kenneka get murdered round about one song. And come to find out, she actually died round about this time. You know what I'm saying? So that means this whole surveillance footage. That's why they were moving the way they were moving. Look. And that's why you had all those Oregon people there. Look at these people, bruh. So when you go back to Tay Zonday video, Tay Zonday did say this here. Round one something, the kid, businessmen, they was all in the lobby at one something with police officers. And they cut the area out. So that means that's why this video make perfectly sense now. Oh man. So when you watch this video, you'll be like, damn, it'll make sense. Why everybody be on the move like, look, boom. Check this out. Now, that's a cold move to do if, just say, if you shot me round one something, but I didn't die instantly. I died a couple of days later. So if I died a couple of days later, like on the night then, right, there would be a perfect time to do a reenactment and have everybody in the kitchen. That was the move. No wonder why everybody had an alibi for that night. That's why Bud Pags was like, well, I was here on September 9th. And then Zach TV was like, yeah, I'm in New York on September 9th. And I get the call. Everybody stood out when they had to explain. They said, "What you was there?" And nobody asked you, "What you was there?" You got Zach talking about, well, you know, on September 9th. That's why they explain why Zach will be on the footage on September the 9th. Walking in with who? Hold up. Watch this. See this? This how you know something wrong with this. And boom. So it would make sense that they be like, look, y'all come back up here. See where they all going? Look where they all going. You know it ain't, you can't park there. Look where they all going. See that? So I'm seriously thinking like that's why King Robin chose the king and kept saying this is a reenactment. Because if you look at the video now, it's right about the time that you're gonna have to do the reenactment. So look, boom. they finna come in. And that's why all of them had to dress alike. And so when they show footage and blurry images and all of this, it'll make it hard to be like, oh. So that's why Miss Teresa dropped that picture talking about she was in the funeral home. Y'all remember that picture that she took of her in the funeral home? It probably was at the hospital. She showed her hospital bed sheets on that John and took a real close up picture on that John. Because everybody wants to know, why would you release, like that? Why would you release that? You had been had these pictures, you decided to release it like years later, like, why? Like, and the only thing I could think now was like, damn, let me snitch then and be like, look, y'all know she really died in the hospital. I'm just saying, look at this. It explains why, just look at the movement. Man, don't you know how traffic finna be slow? Then look at him. It explains why I'm finna see these two dudes. Look, y'all see how they pan. Look. You see how he finna come in there and try to get her attention, like boom, look, boom, then you look, boom, then you look, bam. Cause you don't want to be seen talking on the footage, right? So check her out. Boom, she go there. So that's why they had to book the room 926. Cause the whole time, the video that Irene had and TY live video, they probably actually on the 6th. And they had to come back up to that job on the night with the same clothes on. And that's why everybody got to dress alike. Because you could drop that video on the 6th, and that's why Miss Teresa will have access to the phone. Matter of fact, I don't even think Miss Teresa had access to the phone on September 9th if the police already got it. Because now I'm starting to believe the police released that video. Because they had possession of Kenneka's phone. And that's why we getting all this type of stuff. Or maybe they had possession of the phone, but they had access to the video, and they was the one that was out there releasing no video like Monique was like, yeah, we was on different hallways and different floors. You got to think about all of it, right? Because all of this was, because if you look at in real time, you like, damn, because that's when I saw the Irene live video. I saw they jump down there around 2 something, bro. I always thought it was around 2 something because that's when I saw it. I'm thinking this is a live video and shit, 6 minutes on page. I'm like, damn, that's all. Like, what the fuck? And the chat going crazy, like. So it would make sense, like, the police would be directing this whole tale. Man, I wouldn't even be surprised. That's when they start doing construction in this job. Man, I won't be surprised. That's when they started the construction. Be like, yeah, we got to remodel this. Cause don't you know if you work at a hotel, man, don't you know you could change a whole ballroom less than 30 minutes? You could change that junk to an auditorium to a car show floor. You can change it to different venues. You know what I'm saying? You know how like when you watch the Super Bowl, you see how them folk have a whole stage set up on the Super Bowl. Like, damn, them people, damn. Like, how they do it so fast? Like, cause you know what I'm saying? Cause you ain't gotta do nothing but have sliding walls and you know what I'm saying. So now look, that's why they saying, hey, they will be preparing food. So if you got the delivery man coming in with food, oh man, see that? So look, they finna come back in this job. See them? All right. Then you got Carl Nesby in that job. Boom. Now you see, watch this. You got Carl. So that's why they had to need the freezer work, because that's what he do for a living. He an AC man. Once you listen to Irene's story, you'll be like, that's how the freezer got cut on. Because the freezer wasn't working yet, right? So that means they got that freezer on when Carl Nesby showed up. Man, ain't that some tea? Ain't that some tea? So that's why they will be, when they come out of her, D3 girl, guess where they finna go to the kitchen, the freezer. So it will all make sense why everybody moving the way they move. Look, boom, he just left out of there. Boom, look where he going. Dead giveaway. Dead giveaway. Look where he going. Right here. Look. Carnegie. Talk to the front desk and go and work with a black hoodie on. Straight to the kitchen with gloves on. So that's why they had all these actors in here from the Lifetime movies and all these production team in here. Cause they shut their whole hotel down and they had to ooh wee. Man, you got MTV, Oxygen Channel, Lifetime. Man, you got all them folks up in this joint. No wonder why the look, they got a producer dude right there leaving that bam. So that's why the dude at the front desk, you will never find him on Crown Plaza roster. Cause I'm like, why I can't find him on their roster? I found all the other employees, but not him. So now look, let me go to this. So this one Kenneka finna look. So that's why they had to. That's why they couldn't make their mind up. Cause I know I thought this was Kenneka. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if that girl. This could be the six, as far as I'm concerned. Cause you know what you can do with the footage. You can wait till everybody leave out this footage. Just say like on September the 6th. Just say this September the 6th, right? You can show this on September the 6th. And when the time skip, boom, it go back to September the 9th, back to the reenactment. You see what I'm saying? Because when the time skip, you gotta be like, damn, is I'm looking at the footage, the 6th, then when the time skip, is this the 9th? Then when they go back to the time skip, because look what we're going on. Because why would she would still be alive for a couple of those days? And you got organ harvesting people there. So this would be fitting around the time stamp, like, yeah, it's finna go down on September 6th when Mitchell Reason, like, yeah. When I get rich on September 6th, and this was on September 6th, round about 9 o'clock that night. So that means she went live with her sister. That means if there was 9, 30, 10, 11, 12, that's 4 hours later. Ooh, Miss Teresa big on that 4 hours later, right? Man. So that's why you got all these people like Straight Drop said, look for everybody that wearing blue shirts and khaki pants. And watch what, and then look, watch what the front desk gonna do. So that's why Prince K will have his jacket on, and then boom, look. Cause once you go to that dude, you gonna be like, wait a minute, what that picture is? Damn. I'm no, it's gonna take too long for me to find. But y'all see how big and swole he is. Look at those big shoulders, and boom. Now look at Kenneka. So they go this way, and guess what they going to the pool. Now watch this. The time gonna skip, y'all. Watch this. Watch when the time skip. Watch this. I know when the time gonna skip. It's gonna skip right here because you got to wait on these people. Watch this at 3:20. Remember when they said they supposed to show y'all in line? Watch this, y'all. I didn't do that. They did that. Hold on. I'm gonna tell you where the time finna skip. Right here. Watch that time skip. Told you. I told you I'm hip. Look. That's why the time skip. And then when the time skip, Boom. So that means maybe they had it. This say they reenactment of what actually happened on the footage, right? And just say this would be September the 6th, right here. September the 6th. Time for the skip. Bam! This will be on September the 9th at the same time as September the 6th, just to match up. That's all I'm saying. And then boom, pick up where they left off at and bam. Cause it ain't no need for that time to be skipping at that time frame. Then boom. So if you got people will be in and out the freezer with Kenneka, so this probably when they were placing her, bringing her back to the hotel. If you want to look at it like that. And that's why they so freely roaming around there just doing what they do. Not one security guard like, man, we got a black male subject with hoodies on. What he doing down here in this send security down there? Look, on the phone. So what they did, this is what I feel like. I feel like this. They reenacted what happened on the 6th, but they just had everybody to come to the kitchen area at that time to discuss the footage. You see what I'm saying? And if you really think about it, it's really not a reenactment, but it's like a reenactment. The better way I can explain it, like if everything happened on the 6th, right? Only thing what they did was had everybody come to the kitchen at a specific time frame where they all agreed that she was found in the kitchen. And there will be the trickery part about it. Be like, damn, Mitch Teresa, they tricked you because they had all your family on the footage. That's why we just see all family on the footage and no security guards on the footage. But you see actors in movie people. So that's why Irene had to come out with a post and be like, yeah, my birthday on the field, but she told everybody to come to Crown Plaza on Friday and make it look like, yeah, I'm throwing it Friday. So it would make sense. You would get a video like this. The front door. Right here. Right? Won't that make sense? We're like, damn, they gotta book the room now. They know she ain't gonna make it. So they explain why they gotta book a room on the 7th and give you this footage. Cause a murder already happened, but she's still alive. So they need everybody to come back. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I see the game now. And so look, when they book it on the 7th, look what's finna happen. In 24 hours, you get this. It all make perfect sense to me, bruh. It all makes so much sense to me now. I can see it didn't make it so bad. My narrative never changed. I just done got hip to the game like, oh, that's why you got, oh, that's why you see everybody, look, dudes coming in, people with the luggage, they loading around, everybody going to the same spot. And the reason why I believe everybody had this is why you see all the family members there. Golly, and they all had to dress it like, cause look who would be dressing like on the footage, on the set. So if it was like a bag up playing like if anything happened, what I'm talking about, man, we could blur the footage, but you'll see the outfit be like, yeah, that's him. And you could just say like he dressed up like dude. There they was standing by next to TY, but that's not him. But if you look at the booth, you'll be like, that's him. But if you look at all these people, this is Mitchell Richard's little nephew. So now look, no wonder, won't there would be a perfect time to be taking organs out the body? If you got YouTube with like, yeah, they were taking Kenneka organs and taking their kidneys and all of this. Man, I need to show y'all those photos of her in that casket and her in their hospital bed. Look, matter of fact, let's go to the 911 call, right? Look, that's why Friends K will be on the move. It makes so much sense to me why Friends K will be on the move. Because I was thinking, like, man, it's a noise complaint. Boom, boom, boom. Kenneka, and this at 3:25. And I'm like, well, why would he be going to the room round about this time? If they said she would be getting off on the elevators round about this time. Well, in the kitchen round about this time, and she was never saw on that footage. No wonder why they never see her walking nowhere on the night. Shit, not on the night. You ain't finna see no Kenneka walking on no footage on no night, but you will see it on the set. I always want to know why they show the video Kenneka was snatched in the lobby. Cause they released that video and they deleted. It's so many videos that we saw that's been deleted and we all forgot about. So, so I just want y'all to pay attention to this interview again. And I want y'all to look at it like this here. If Kenneka was harmed on the 6th and she actually died on the 9th, and Mitch Reese got a parking ticket on the 6th, right? So when she had to go back to the hotel, because if they bring her body back to the hotel, right? It would make sense why Mitchell Reese and them would be there all day long on September 9th. Not because they trying to find Kenneka, it's all because, man, they needed time for that footage. and Miss Reese requesting some footage of her own, and they like, nah, we ain't giving you our footage. And she was like, and they like, give me Kenneka phone. She like, what? And got Kenneka phone. So guess what they did? They just imagine, man, you went on a lick and like, let's go do like a robbery or something, and you go rob somebody and you take the goods. And once you get back to the trap house, they tell you like, yeah, give me, we take your portion, and we taking guns back. You know what I'm saying? We take a gun, take the loot, and you like, damn, I went on the mission for nothing then. And y'all treated me, y'all treat me like a, you know what I'm saying? So do this interview hit different when I tell y'all that like, hey, this what they will be interested in on September 9th, and they were trying to come up with a narrative on September the 9th.
Her and two of her friends. And when they got up to the hotel, they asked, the person at the front desk if they can look on the cameras and see once again, if they see, if Kenneka was there.
Right.
And they stated to her also as well that it was a police matter. So she calls 911 as well, and the police suggested that and told her that he couldn't leave and come up to the hotel to meet her. She would have to come down to the police station. Once she came, got to the police station and made the report, the missing person report, the only reason that Crown Plaza Police Department came back up to the hotel, not because of my daughter was missing, not because of the missing person report, was because Lenore forgot to put her signature on the missing person report.
And that's why y'all was up there. Why your name ain't on the missing person report? But what Chosen King said about you, your name can't be on no missing person report. You the murderer. You the murderer. And you thought you could tell the world, but like Rosemont and Crown Plaza and help. And you told everybody. And the lady even made a post. It was like, y'all, my daughter was murdered. Thumb me if y'all remember that post. My daughter was murdered, but I was too scared to talk. So how you know your daughter was murdered? And you scared to talk. So you know what you saw. You know what you saw. You were there at the crime scene. So everything what King Ron was saying, watch this. That explains why you will be running out the West Meeting Hall, because King Ron said they showed you the footage. They look what they did was show her the footage of her wrongdoing, and that's why her and Little Nora ran up out that job. Watch this, y'all. Hold up. See there, y'all? He even bringing the clothes out. Hold on, what is down there? Why is this showing all my videos? I'm trying to go to the channel. Thank this one. Thank this one. Yeah, this it right here, I believe. Fake mama, brother, let your chosen say you ain't his. Hold on, wait a minute. Nah, this ain't it. But y'all can go to this page. He busting Mitch Teresa ass up on this junk. It's on the hold on. Rob Virginia case. Right here it goes. Listen to this again.
Everybody coming on out with the truth. Ain't nothing better than the truth. You all good. You all good with us.
Show you another 1,000% fact that they can't get around, y'all. It ain't no woman in the world that's gonna get up there. See, she didn't know she was getting recorded. Mark only know they was getting recorded. It ain't no girl in the whole world, y'all. Nobody that's gonna put theyself at the scene. So if anybody try to say Melanin lying, guess what? The lies does not put yourself at the scene. And then guess what, y'all? If all of those other YouTubers was there, y'all, and Melody seen them there when they told her to play the cut up in there, you just play the background. When Melody seen them there, y'all, who else would Melody tell the truth to?
What's up, Joe?
But the person that wasn't there, right? And she seen Rob shut every motherfucking YouTuber down on YouTube, and she knew like Rob wasn't there and Rob the only one that could protect me. And that's why she gave me the info. Who else would you give it to? That's like you and somebody going to rob a bank. And the guy trying to tell you about robbing the bank and you was there with him.
Truth seeker, you
no, they're going to get the info to the person that wasn't there. And she looked up and like, damn, that's the dude that was at the hotel. And this motherfucker doing the Kenneka shit. She looked on YouTube like, damn, look at that motherfucker right there that was at the hotel. Okay, did you see the Laura down? Yeah. James Coleman and all them?
That was James Coleman over there in the cut, yes, sir.
That was James Coleman chosen to talk about that was walking through that hallway, wasn't it? I mean, that was walking up to get his money when his face was blew out and chosen kept saying that was him, wasn't it?
That was him.
Chosen knew it. His face was blew out, but he said he couldn't get rid of that motherfucking dent in his head. Chosen said it too, Chosen. Y'all, and then when he did that video, y'all, I swear to God, you couldn't see nothing on that dude's face. I was like, how this motherfucker 100% sure he know that's James Coleman? And then that motherfucker said, hey, yeah, you can't get rid of this dent in his head, though. Y'all, I was like, God damn, this motherfucker cold. Stupid motherfucker was there.
All because of that video, man. The mortgage showing y'all. Watch this. Everything what he just said, they go back to this.
Here we go. It's my birthday. Me and my twin. Hey, lad. Hey, lad.
It's
my baby sister's birthday, and we out here. Yes. Going strong. Yes. How y'all doing today?
Hold on, y'all. They go back to this.
So, I'm 30 what? 8. I'm 38 years.
Shout out to you like somebody grab your ass back.
Look at this shit. Play it again, Rob. Y'all share my shit. Send this shit to the police. However this shit gonna go.
Look.
Watch them niggas finna hop out. Look, y'all.
My name Miranda. Look at that man. He right there. He right there. He running. Do it again.
And you see a detective beeping. That means it's somebody else right there. That's old girl.
And Chosen King told y'all who was filming the video in the kitchen. Listen to this.
They didn't know I was super slicing, though. Slicing they dumb ass. And this when he coming to pick his money up.
Yeah, you know it. Chosen, pretty much knew everything. Let me finish what it meant. Chosen.
Did y'all hear say Chosen pretty much knew everything, and that's how he came out on YouTube. He came out on YouTube knowing everything. When he found that director's motherfucking one, I was like, God damn, this motherfucker cold. But he kept like, look, y'all, watch how the people walk back. Watch how they tell him to stop. Watch how they tell him to move. This the dude. I said, this motherfucker, God damn, is this nigga Jesus? They just sent Jesus. That was Jesus. Jesus.
And I went down and I told
coffee guy. He said, well, this is fake blood. I think you're going to need some more towels and all that, right? So that made me feel security guy.
So there was no murder mystery game going on. This is some reenactment because of some real shit, right? Is what you believe.
Parts. You understand?
So what? So what?
That's what I was trying to tell you guys earlier, but I didn't know how to say it.
You heard her. She said this wasn't no murder mystery shit going on. Margaret said this wasn't no murder mystery shit going on. Was it? This was some real shit. She said correct. Is this true? Can you get footage from there? This true, Eric Martin? Yeah, this true. I'm King Rob. All you gotta do is Google me, and you'll see me been slicing that case up from the beginning. I'm the one who really went out on the streets and did this. Me and Marco goofy ass, but when he was with them too. We the ones who found a burial site and everything. Man, we was the ones who was fighting for Antonia Lebet Evans, who is that was in the casket. Can I get footage from Doubletree? I don't know. I just sliced the case up already. I don't even need to really go to Doubletree. I've been, you talking about the footage from the Doubletree for that shit that happened that night with her? No, you're not going to be able to get the footage from that happened that night, that day. You're not going to be able to get it because that's David Pena's hotel. That's David Pena's. That's David Freeman. Yeah, I think his name David Freeman. And that's David Freeman. And the guy who owned the hotel, he's the guy who owned that hotel and he's part of it too. He was with the organ trafficking back then. He's Donald Trump's best friend. One of Donald Trump's friends. And Donald Trump imported him and what Donald Trump position gave him the appointed him Israel. He's the son of Israel, the prime minister of Israel. He's the prime minister of Israel. Donald Trump appointed him that. So that's why they let him do that there like that. Because Evanston and Rosemont. Rosemont is the town where they do all the organ harvesting shit. That's where they got the organ harvesting plugs at. Where everybody know. All that shit was set up. Freedom fighters, all of them are for set up. Them crisis actors and shit. All of them.
If you go look at the news right now, ain't Donald Trump, ain't this why Charlie Kirk got assassinated speaking about Israel? Look at Donald Trump now. And he in the Jeffrey Epstein file with messing with kids. All I'm just saying. King Robert really slicing them folks up, bruh. Look at Donald Trump, Israel, the Charlie Kirk assassination, bruh. Bruh, you finna be like, wait a minute. You finna see why. You finna see why, bruh. Listen to what he's saying.
What? And stood up. Like everything. Like, the guy was not bleeding for real. You understand?
What guy?
The security guy.
Oh, okay. I know exactly what you're talking about, right. That was fake, right?
Yes. It is not blood.
I knew that. Wait, we knew that.
And,
okay, let me ask you, why would they have him pretending to be bleeding?
Part of the movie.
Part of the movie, right. I know it.
Okay, but Melanie, still it's just like this here, but somebody died that night though, right?
And I didn't know the trades because I never seen them. Unless he just made it up. But I believe it was 4 ladies that was supposed to do makeup on.
Geneva Knox and Antonia Evans. Because I think one of them. Hey, listen. Y'all. That's why when I was like, Yeah, somebody died that night for sure, right? She was like, yep. Ooh, I bet. Look, she knew it, y'all, because she didn't want. That was the part that Melanin kept trying not to tell. That she did the makeup on the dead girls. And I kept telling y'all that. It's only one thing she keep holding back, that she did the makeup on the dead girls. And that's why she got the 55,000. And I told her in the door, I say, shit, you know what I'm saying? You came out with it already, so it don't make a difference.
So when Miss Teresa, check this out, what he just said, guess who died that night? Eugenia Lopez, Eugenia Walker, right? She died in the car wreck, right? And guess everybody said that was her outfit that was in the street, right? Now look, guess what they will be doing at the hotel? Staging the body. Doing what? Makeup on the dead girl in the freezer. Don't that make sense now? On September the 9th? And when you be looking at it like, oh shit. That's why everybody will be going in the kitchen at Tucson. That's the goddamn secret. So everything what King Rob said, just imagine that girl was assaulted on the 6th, but actually died on the night, and they brought her back to the hotel. Oh yeah, it makes perfectly sense.
And that's why they started trying to scare her. Once you did, I think, because I remember Zari was saying something to Chosen on that day. She was like, she was glad she didn't come. Well, she said something about, she was glad something happened because she think they was gonna try to kill her that night. Hey, and Zaria said it. Zaria said that on the channel. Zaria was talking to Chosen, and Chosen somehow knew that she was into devil worship and all that shit. And Chosen got to talking to her, and I swear to God, y'all, that girl was finna break. He was finna break her ass on that. She was at, man, like a second from breaking. I was like, why the fuck did he stop? He had her ass, y'all. He had her. She was already to the point where she told him like they was gonna try to kill her that night. She was like, y'all, please believe me, that wasn't me up in there. I wasn't in there woo up again. But she was like, she basically said they tried to get her. She said they was gonna kill her that night. She said they was gonna kill her that night. She said, I'm glad I didn't go. She said that was supposed to be me. I swear to God, she kept saying that was supposed to be me. She kept saying they were trying to get her out there. The girl kept saying it. She kept saying that's supposed to be me. And I'm like, damn, she going there. I'm like, why she saying that? No, Zach dead for real. Zach dead for real. Ain't no Kenneka. Ain't no Kenneka. The name Kenneka was the name. Ain't no Kenneka. Her real name is Anisha Flowers. They when they took as twins, they took them and named them Kenny and Kenneka Jenkins. They took that Kenny Martin and they was sold. Well, they wasn't took. They was sold to Kenny Martin and Barbara Evans. Yeah, just go check the Pittsburgh Twins. The twins missing from Pittsburgh. You can Google it. Ivan and Anisha Flowers. Their mother name is Patricia Flowers. They was took from they were sold. Which one sold first? I think Kenny was sold first. Ivan was sold first. They sold Ivan first, and then for 2,000, and then they came back and got Kenneka. Then they came back and got Kenneka, and then they named them Kenneka and Kenny. They were named with Ivan and Anisha. They named them Kenneka and Kenny.
Now I peeped the game why he said they were named Anisha Fowler. This is what was going on. They set Kenneka daddy up and got killed. Guess what? Kenneka ended up going to Atlanta on her daddy's side of the family, which is back to Miss Teresa's family. So this is like if your loved one get killed, you know what I'm saying, the mother or the parents get killed, you know what I'm saying, and this thing, you know, the uncle got them, or a grandmama might have them. Whoever the girl that was staying with that played Kenneka on the footage, that's who she ended up in Atlanta with. To Miss Teresa got legal guardian. Legal guardian. And that's how she ended up back in Chicago with her family member. So once you go to Patricia Fowler, now you finna find out that, hey, Miss Teresa is related to the Patricia Fowler. She sold her twin back to her own family member. I don't think they like sold them like, you know what I'm saying? Cause you don't hear nothing about the daddy, right? When it comes to that case. So it'd be the same thing in the Kenneka Jenkins situation. I wish I could explain it a better way that I'm trying to explain it. And that's why Patricia Fowler name coming up. Cause when I looked at Patricia Fowler, I'm like, damn, I'm linking all these people back family members, bruh. So what King Rob basically telling y'all when he was like, yeah, Kenny Martin and Patricia Fowler, them they kids. But he actually linking the murder. Think about it. If you know something that nobody don't know, tie those two cases together and put a bunch of propaganda on them and figure it out for yourself. This how they putting it out there. That's how they putting it out there. Watch this. What would be happening to Miss Teresa?
Kenny, and then they went to Atlanta and was staying with their uncle J Money. Not the J Money that they say got killed in Illinois and Chicago, the J Money on the picture when she got the brown pants on.
This Kenneka brother. They got killed just like the rest of her brother. You got J Money that got killed. Not the uncle that we know, but this one right here. Oh yeah, right here. This J Money. This J Money. Kenneka uncle don't Kenneka look just like him. Man, y'all look dude up, man. Dude a serious killer, bruh. Man, dude a killer. And he pimping. Man, the FBI fear him. But you wanna know what? Look. You see, he look just like Miss Teresa. They all got that nose, right? Watch this. Let me show y'all something right quick. Hold on. I'm finna show y'all something right quick. Now this scary. Y'all wanna see something real scary? This right here. Boy, don't Patricia Fowler look just like J Money? When it come to the nose. And if you find out who the baby daddy is, you'll be like, whoa, what the hell? Like, this Kenneka uncle, he died in the 90s. I think he died in the 90s. Like Kenneka daddy, if you look, Kenneka daddy died when she was born. He died right after Kenneka was born. So when King Raw was saying some shit like this, here,
No, then they came back and got Kenneka, and then they named them Kenneka and Kenny. They were named with Ivan and Anisha. They named them Kenneka and Kenny, and then they went to Atlanta and was staying with their uncle J Money. Not the J Money that they say got killed in Illinois and Chicago. The J Money on the picture when she got the brown pants on. And when she got up here, y'all, she was in the Zoom house. If you want more information, Google the Zoom house in Chicago, Illinois, on the west side. That's where she was at. That's where she's standing at on that picture. She was in a Zoom disability house. And her caseworker name was Darlene. And I talked to them, and I got lives on them.
And Darlene is related because she a caseworker. Go look at Darlene Jenkins. Look.
She was there and everything. That's why when she was sitting in the room with Teresa Martin that day, and I think it was either Kenneka or Teresa, one of them said, and this is the first time you've been in my room, or the second time you've been here in years, or some shit like that. Because she wasn't going over there. And trust me, Zach is dead. See, the thing about the Zach thing is this here. The Zach thing don't have nothing to do with the Kenneka case. That's why, you see what I'm saying? It don't have nothing to do. The situation with Zach don't have nothing to do with the Kenneka case. Not one thing. Only thing I could say probably had to do with the Kenneka case was probably a little karma for Zach doing those interviews and shit like that. But Zach wasn't a part of it. Zach, I got videos that I put up already. Zach was not at the hotel. Zach was only paid to get those interviews and to keep it everybody, because he had that mainstream platform in Illinois and shit, in Chicago, and a lot of more places. So
that explains why Zach won't be there at a murder scene, but he will be on the footage on the nights. Don't that make sense? Don't that make sense? Look.
Zach was just put there to do that. But then when Chosen got his spot, when Chosen switched on him, they started giving Zach money, I think. I don't know how much money they was giving him, but I know for a fact they gave Zach the position to do the movie. They gave Zach the position to do the movie. And they made him get his Zach Entertainment LLC so they can drop Zach TV1 LLC so they can drop the money in that. And that's why Chosen was going so hard at Zach. That's why I hated Zach so much and that's why a lot of the other YouTubers was putting Zach name so much in it because Zach, the higher up seen Zach was more business minded than the most other goofies. And they said they'll let him do the movie shit. Yes, you. If you saying the same thing I'm saying, Barack Obama, you was right. If you saying the same thing I'm saying, you was right. Listen. Johnny just said that when Chosen laughed. She said, I feel like I was supposed to have got killed that night. That's exactly what she said.
I just want to get out.
Miss Barbara, did you see Miss Barbara there? See Miss Barbara there? Yeah.
It looked like they were stringing me along. Let me say that.
Was there Miss Barbara there?
Yes.
She was there.
Okay, let me ask you this.
Now, there go Miss Barbara there. So, 1,000% proof Antonia Levette Evans is dead. Y'all heard us talk to the Uncle Bear. Y'all heard us numerous recording phone calls on Bear. And When y'all heard Miss Barbara Evans first come out, all y'all heard Miss Barbara Evans say that she have never knew Teresa in her life. They just grew up in the same neighborhood. Y'all remember her saying that, right? Put a one in the chat if y'all remember her saying that. Now, I don't know Teresa. We just grew up in the same neighborhood. She grew up where I grew up at on the west side. By the Henry Hornets. Put a one in the chat if y'all remember that. And then I'm going to give you 1,000% proof that that's Antonia Labette Evans that they switched the body with and she's dead. Well, why would Barbara Evans be at the funeral? Oh, because her child was at the funeral. Yes. And why would Barbara Evans be at the hotel? Yes, because her child was at the hotel. Getting her kidney took out. Now, if that ain't a body blow, then what do you call that? Body blow, body blow, body blow. Checkmate. That was a chess move. Do y'all see how cold that is? There's no way in hell they can get around her. They never knew each other, so why is she at the funeral? Because her child there. And why is she at the hotel with Teresa? Because her child there. And why is Teresa at the hotel, y'all, and when she told y'all her child was missing, she wants so much sympathy, this and that, why is she at the hotel, y'all? When she told y'all she didn't even know how to get the road money, I jump up there, I'm in the road the month, oh, hey, I'm going out here, I had pulled up in there. No, she was there because her child was there. Lenore was there because Lenore was part of it. Lenora and Teresa Martin and two more people, Mr. Cheese and Mr. Wilson, beat, and Monifa was there as well. They beat Aisha Flowers to death.
Damn, that sound like what Chosen King just said. Amanda Morgan said.
Now look, this what creep me out. Now look right here. Look on the elevators, Rap. You can see them in the shadow right there in the elevators. Look right there. You see them in the elevators,
Yeah.
You see them?
They right there.
You see them on the elevator.
Now watch dude finna hop out, y'all. Watch this.
Camera on so I can show them where he at.
Now look, that's the girl, G. That's the girl.
Crazy. That shit wild as hell on my life.
That's a girl. You can see in that bitch body frame, G. I bet you. I bet you it was that.
Oh, yes. On the 6th, when they gave her to the pyramid and she fell into the boom into the lamp, and they left in the car and they went out there and got Cheese and Wilson, and then they came back and they took Kenneka with her and they took him over to Frank. And when they got on to Frank told them, y'all selling her organs, so y'all gotta kill her. So they beat her down. That's why Little Cheese has the blood on his pants leg. So they
And that's why she would died on the 9th. When they brought her back, boy. And that's why Mr. Reese said, y'all, my daughter was murdered, but I was scared to speak because I was threatened. So this will actually will be going down on September the 9th. Ooh. Just imagine you just got out of surgery. Your organs, you know what I'm saying? You weak and you down there, man, doing this to her.
Beat her down right after the interview because the Zach interview, because right after they beat her down, Zach got the interview. And then when they taped them, they had them beat her down at Frank's crematory in Evanston. And then when they was in there beating up, Frank wasn't in the room and they recorded it. And that's why y'all seen Teresa Martin and Lenora come running up out of that room like that yelling, because when they was in the basement looking at that phony flat body that they had on the thing down there, That little flat body they had on the stretcher when they was down there looking at, they looked up and said, what the fuck is Frank doing here? Wouldn't y'all wonder why is the Frank's Epstein crematory man downstairs in the basement? She's supposed to get buried, so why is the crematory man there? Oh, then they looked and seen Frank and they didn't know what Frank was on. Frank was also delivering all the melanin and everything to the people who put the melanin and everything.
So he basically said the real reason why Mitch Teresa ran out, her and Leonore ran out the hotel, because they showed them the video. And Mitch Teresa don't got access to it. And her thing was, y'all, I was tricked. Release the footage. Show me that camera above that freezer. Y'all really think she want that to happen? Call her out on that one. That's all. Cause the lady on 911 call saying this. Let me play this jump first.
To those suitcases, along with the kidneys and organs of Anthony Evans and Geneva Knox, and he also delivered that there. And then when he also came, they was looking to wonder why he was there, and they took them upstairs. They took them into that room, and when they walked in there, Frank showed them the big light skin to do with the freckles. He showed them the video of them killing Anisha.
Told you. Now look, watch this, y'all. I can't even make this up. Let me show y'all this right quick. When I tell y'all they all look just alike, let me show y'all the person that booked the room. Hold on. Man, you can go to Monifa. I can show you Monifa. And I can show you Monifa with his picture. This how crazy it's finna get. You see this? This how crazy it's finna get. Hold on. Do I still got Brianna Jenkins in this job? Man, I think I deleted that job. Come to think about it. Hold up. Watch this. Just watch this now. This finna be the crazy part. Where my video at? Hold on, let me search for Brianna Jenkins because that's who I want. Brianna Jenkins. Man, I hope I didn't delete that job. Hold on, y'all. Matter of fact, I go to this job. Hold up. So why it ain't showing up? Oh man, don't do me like that, man. Hold on, y'all. Give me 1 sec. 1 second, y'all. Man, I need to find that junk desperately. They're gonna be icing on the cake right there. But I can show y'all him right quick. Watch this, y'all. Don't he look just like him? That's so crazy to me. For the things that I'm finding out, I'm like, boom, let's give it a little bit. Look, Keyshawn Humphrey. Check him out. Him. You see how they looking at each other? So just think about it that damn something already happened to her. So now they got to be like, yeah,
And that's why Lenore was so all fucked up and shot on WGCI like she was in a trance because they seen her, man. That's why they ran out the room scared as fuck like that because the higher ups had that on them. And that's how they played. They gonna have something on you. And that's why they ran out the room like that. Yes. Because Frank showed them the audio of them killing a girl. That's how they keep themselves clean. And then we call Frank, if you think I'm just lying and all that, we also call Frank live and put him on the chat, my people who know. We called Frank live and Frank also told us live. We tricked him and recorded him. We was the king of doing.
and he did do that because I was in that live. And I was listening because, man, them folk called Andrew home. Man, look, man, Andrew home didn't even know he was getting recorded. They was on three-way. Man, look, Chose the King asked that man. He said, hey, man, remember when you told the people said you was in that freezer? And he was like, yeah. He was like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? And you was like, you were down there in that freezer, right? He was like, yeah. And what, that was the same time you put the body in there? And he froze up like, damn, I said, this Andrew Hall. I'm like, damn, what the fuck? Like, that fucked me up there, bruh. That's why I'm so stuck on King Rob. Because he was like this here. Because he said, look, hey, tell me about the makeup girl. You know what I'm saying? About the girl with the makeup. Andrew Holmes said, man, look, you gonna have to talk to my lawyer. And he was like, well, wait a minute. Let's talk about when y'all switched the body. And man, look, Andrew Holmes hung the phone up, bro. Then guess what they did? They called the funeral home. Got the man on the funeral home was like, yeah, Tonyo and Vet Evans, right? I just want to tell the world that's her in that grave, right? Yeah, that's Tonyo and Vet Evans. How old she is? She an old ass lady. She in her 80s. So I'm like, what the fuck this got to do with an old ass lady? Like, you know what I'm saying? What they getting at? I ain't catching on at the time. That's why they were telling you, like, if you look at Kenneka feet and they were trying to throw everybody out, that's not Kenneka, them old lady feet. And you know what I'm talking about? It was some things that we didn't know. Cause look, if you look at it like this here, Keyshawn Humphrey was the one, his best friend died. Eugenia Walker, Keyshawn was Eugenia Walker's best friend. She died in this curl, and Kenneka died, and he booked the room. He had two people die up under his supervision. So look,
that. And we recorded him, and he said, yes, I had her belongings for this amount of time. And yes, she came to his crematory place. But why would she be at his crematory place in Evanston when she was supposed to have been in the morgue up there with Kristen Howell wearing the motherfucking lungs, and Kristen Howell up there wearing the motherfucking lungs, and guess what, y'all? Oh my God, one of the lungs is too motherfucking big for a child, because the lungs that she was wearing was Anisha Flowers. Oh my God. And so that means she never made it to the motherfucking corners, because when y'all beat the shit out of Antonia Levette Evans and Geneva Knox that night, bam, they went up there. And I also have the recorded phone call of the crematory place that told y'all that they also cremated Geneva Knox, and it was only a one-person funeral, and the person that was at the funeral was a tall guy. Oh, there's no way they can get out of these pressure points. Body blow, body blow, body blow. He's on fire. He's on fire.
Now y'all seeing that? She said Kenneka went to the organ harvesting people, bruh. Whoever was recording it was setting her ass up. And she comfortable like, yeah, that was Kenneka with the organ harvesting people. Didn't realize what was going on. Oh, not the organ harvesting people. Oh, no, not the blood people. This is what she said, bro. And you got King Rob saying this shit?
Let's get it, man. What about Kimberly Evans? See, because Miss Barbara was there, they had her child.
Her daughter there. Have you ever seen pictures? Have you ever seen Miss Barbara's daughter? Kim? Okay. Let me ask you, brother, do you feel better now that you came out and told the truth?
I was always wearing a capuchin.
Did you feel like a weight that lifted off your shoulders?
Yeah.
That's because it has been. You've been carrying around that weight for all these months. You're just doing yourself in. And I know you feel better by coming on out with the truth. Ain't nothing better than the truth.
Yeah.
And you're all good. You're all good with us.
Mr. Richard never responded to this type of tea. Mitch Reese was quiet as a church mouse when they were coming out. You know, and everybody else. So look.
Was having sex with Kenneka, with Anisha, and I think that was his baby. The time she had divorced, he kept trying to blame it on James Coleman, but it was him. Yeah, him, and that's another reason why he was mad at Zach, because Zach's supposed to like that too. Zach supposed to was hunting. Zach was Zach. It was something going on. He didn't like her because I think she liked the Zach, or I can't say Zach was messing with her, nothing like that. But it was something about Kenneka that him and Zach was getting to. They were saying Zach was messing with her and all that shit. But I really can't say that. But I can say for a fact it could have been. But I can say for a fact that Chosen was messing with her. I proved it. I proved Chosen was messing with her. Listen. He took her face, y'all. I swear for God. He photoshopped her face, y'all, on a grown woman's motherfucking clothes, on a grown woman's body, and put her, and it was a grown woman that James Coleman took a picture with. He put Kenneka's face on it and got on there and was trying to call James Coleman's pedophiles. He said James Coleman was having sex with and got her pregnant twice, but it was Chosen. And when Chosen did all that bullshit, one of the YouTubers that was on the shit came out and busted his dumb ass out. It was Chosen. Chosen was the one that got her pregnant. I already showed y'all he was talking about her that day. He damn near broke down. He was talking about her that day on, put one in the chat if y'all remember. I broke that shit down on the video. He was talking about her one day, y'all. He damn near broke down. He kept sending a cursor around her face and shit like, man, she was a good girl. He damn near broke down. I said, look, I told y'all. That's why he was trying to make motherfuckers think James Coleman was fucking her. But it came out it was him. You thought I was lying? Y'all thought I was lying just to get back at that goofy when I was putting that shit up, Chosen and pregnant.
Man, y'all like, share, and subscribe. Y'all want to see a part 2 of this, cause guess who Kenneka was really fucking with at the time? And you'll be like, that's why Kyle Nesbitt in the got something to do with it. He got a son named Bankhead, something like that. It's a dude. Lil Durk is related to Carl Nesbitt. Did y'all know that? And Kenneka supposed to been dating somebody in Carl Nesbitt family that was a rapper. If you go back to the Lil Wooski beef when he got shot and they call him Can't Get Right, right? Don't you know if you go back to the Wooski killing and who else that Chicago rapper that got killed at the house? 51 Melly, right? Bro, if you go back to all of that, there would still be with Kenneka case. You see what I'm saying? It was like it's I don't know how to explain it. Like I don't know how to explain it, but if you look at Lil Durk in the rap game, Mitch Teresa family in the dope game, in the gang, and the rap game, everybody they circle with in the rap game, right? Lil Durk is with that sacrificing stuff. Lil Durk was with King Von, and he sacrificed King Von. Now Lil Durk career jumped off, all because if you want to know all those bodies that they claim Lil Durk got a King Von, guess who they were actually gunning down? Just imagine both of y'all cousins and y'all killing each other. Man, if you go watch this, you want to know what's the crazy part about it? Watch this.
That shit was for real.
FBG Duck. Now watch this, y'all.
Build a website you love with Wix.
I don't know how to explain it.
For your words
Man, when you find out, like, man, look, this getting deeper by the day. Just think about it. If you come from a big family, right, and your family into prosecuting, federal police officers, and you know what I'm saying, and these people could put their own family members on and make them turn against each other, bro. That's how Illuminati works. Look, like I said, I got some more tea for y'all. Sure for Kenneka, y'all. And I'll be back. My channel finna be upgraded. Cause I'm finna put a whole lot of work into this stuff. So y'all be stay tuned for some content and some update on this channel, and it's gonna be a thriller, Jack. Hi y'all, and I'm out.
I did just for the girls like, oh, I put my face all in there. She was like, did you put any enforcement in this? Like, this you ain't put in on this. Share my shit, y'all. Send this to the police. Look at this shit. Look at that boy finna hop out in the back. That shit's spooky as hell, y'all. Look.
On yourself in. And I know you feel better by coming on out with the truth. Ain't nothing better than the truth. Yeah? See? And you all good. You all good with us. Mm-hmm. You all good. You all good. You because you done. You know why we looking? We gotta. I gotta say this.
It was him. You thought I was lying? Y'all thought I was lying just to get back at that goofy when I was putting that shit up, chosen and pregnant. That shit was for real. That shit was for real.
That shit was for real, nigga.
And me and Rob just had this conversation earlier. We knew you was gonna come with the truth, didn't we, bro?
Yep, and I'm gonna let you know like this here, Melody. I promise you, like, as far as with them YouTubers, we gonna put them on blast, but all that, everything else you told us, Melody, we just gonna sit back till the time is right. You see what I'm saying? We ain't gonna go against, we don't debunk that. They have photoshopped me at the hotel. I debunked that. They have photoshopped me in the van. I debunked that. I debunked that. I have debunked everything they have did, and they haven't debunked not one thing that I have debunked. So if you got a Photoshop, listen, y'all, we supposed to be all YouTubers trying to break the case down. And if you got a Photoshop or another YouTuber in the hotel, then that means you was there. If you had to go that extent, that means you was there. And it don't have to mean that you was there because I proved that y'all was there. I showed pictures of Straight Drop there with his orange pants on, standing by the lobby. Chosen was there with his Jordans on. Jess 33 was there as well. Teresa Martin was there. Lenora was there. Motherfucking all of them was there. Barbara Evans was there. Kimberly Evans was there. Motherfucker. David Pena was there. Motherfucker.
Motherfucker.
Frank was there. Oh, Frankie. Frank was there as well.
At least
Frank was there in the well. Doris, get your dumb ass out of my chat, you stupid.
Man, check this out. You see how King Rob going on and snitching on these elites? Why Mitch Reese ain't doing the same thing? See, don't you think they'll get King Rob out of here? He know too much. Sometimes if you know too much, you can save your life because how much you know. Like, yeah, mother. You know what I'm talking about? You don't hear Mitch Reese talking like this. You're talking about, yeah, that was there. Now, you ain't even heard none of that. So all that old stuff talking about she been threatened and all this, you know what I'm saying? No. You been quiet for so long. Why these people threaten you all of a sudden? Like, yeah, like you just real shooken up now. Like, oh my God. No, it's just information that you see the public is catching on to what they finna find out about Kenneka. And everything finna lead back to you because you the one that signed the contract. You the one signed the contract. Cause all her lies done caught up with that lady and she can't deal with it. Cause if you want to know what the real crash out about, I wouldn't even be surprised if that was part of the plan. Let me crash out while these free button niggas so I can get everybody to talk about, cause I know what everybody like to talk about, conspiracy theories. That's how you bury the truth. If people own you, you gotta crash out. Maybe there was a small move on your end. Cause now I see what's really going on in the media. That's all. We can know. But you can't silence this goddamn channel. Cause I'm finna shed some light on no Thunder Chief. You know what I'm talking about? But yeah, gang. They going to be back. Like, Trick ain't little y'all, man. Y'all be cool and y'all be safe. And we will be back.
Stupid ass bitch. You can't debunk the voice, bitch. Fuck is you talking about? How about you go listen to the mother? It wasn't about no voice, bitch. They tried to take my laugh and put it in the Tyrolan video because they knew Tyrolan was locked up. But you dumbass stupid bitch, guess what happened? They tried to put my laugh in the Tyrolan thing, and then we wouldn't compare to their little Photoshop. We wouldn't took their little voice bullshit that they put in there. We took their video and put it next to the real Tyrolan video and put one in the chat, y'all. If you never heard my laugh in there, but guess what we did find in there? Old August in that motherfucker saying chosen, 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 chosen. Goddess royalty. Get your dumb ass out of here, cuz you're not goddess and you're not royalty. You're true.